I thought I would share a video on how to, one, make somebody's voice sound like an alien through Adobe Audition, and two, and this is the main one, raise the pitch in a multi-track session. Because I found that despite being able to raise the pitch on a mono file, I wasn't able to raise it in a multi-track session and wasn't able to find a good video on how. So I have this multi-track session here, and you can see I have this voice that this guy recorded.
Greetings, Earthling. We mean you no harm. We have come to explore life on this planet. Okay, well, you might need to get a passport and credentials or something first. No.
Okay, so you can probably tell that it's the same guy doing both voices, and he tried to sound like an alien, but of course, with Adobe, we can make it sound more like an alien. Typically, you want to raise the pitch. And so in the session, what I did is I split up this audio file. You can use this tool and cut stuff and move it. Put all the alien stuff on track 1, all the stuff that's just his voice on track 2. That way, I could apply the effects to the track with the alien, not the whole file, and I don't have to do it each a little bit at a time. So that method would work for me. However, I got to trying out some stuff. And you can add effects, usually in multitrack, by going over to these panels over here and clicking on this, and you have pretty much the same effects that come up if you go up here to effects. And you can open it up and then sample it out and see how it sounds.
Greetings, Earthling. We mean you no harm.
You can make some changes here
on this planet.
And the good thing about doing it over here is you can then turn the effect on and off. I don't want that effect, so let's see. I can remove effect. So I found some effects that seemed to work for me. The parametric equalizer, the vocal enhancer, which really just made it sound more bold. The distortion, which kind of added kind of like a zzz sound to it. And I looked into the automatic pitch correction. This is where I get to my problem. Because in time and pitch, automatic pitch correction, I can't really raise or lower the pitch. I can change the key and stuff, but I really didn't hear a difference, which I'll just play this for you.
Greetings, Earthling. We mean you no harm. We have come to explore life on this planet. Okay, well,
if you want to continue to hear something cycle through, you can select it, which use the selector tool right here. Okay, right there. Select that area and hit this thing on the bottom here, and that will cycle it through. And so you can, change stuff up.
Greetings,
as you're listening.
We mean you no harm. We have come to explore life on this planet.
But as you can see, I really didn't see any effects, and I kept going back to time and pitch because that's where you should be able to change the pitch. And it has these grayed out. Well, double click on this audio file. You go to time and pitch, effects, time and pitch, and now suddenly you get the manual pitch correction and the stretch and pitch, which I believe is the one that I wanted. So open this up and try helium now.
No, we want to fly under the radar. No.
That changes the speed, of course. Stretch.
No, we want to fly under the radar. No, we want to fly.
Okay, but so that's the effect that I want, but I don't want to have to do that with every part of the session and on the original file, because then what if I decide, hey, I didn't want that effect after all, or I want to make some modifications? That's the joy of sessioning. So I believe I didn't apply that.
No.
Yeah. So here's what I found. The big secret. Let's see. So this automatic pitch really didn't work for me, so I'm going to remove that. It's not under effects like you would expect it to be. See, this is pretty much the same thing as over here. But it is under properties, surprisingly enough. Okay, I want it to be on just this track, and I believe I was able to do that before, but I can't remember how, so that may be something you can look into. But at least I can highlight, if I have the right tool selected, I can highlight all this stuff right here, And now just these are selected. And in properties, it's under stretch. It's off now. So that's why everything's grayed out. I can't edit it. But if I go to real time, now suddenly I can make some changes. And you can see here, here's the pitch changes. And so I can play this.
Greetings, Earthling. We
mean you no harm. We have come to explore the real thing on this planet.
Okay.
And you can change the speed here too, but there are easier ways to change the speed.
We mean you no harm. We have come to explore life on this planet.
So anyway, that's the joy, the easy, simple solution to changing your pitch in a session. To change the speed, you can see you just need to hover over this area right here and you can stretch it. Of course, I don't want to do that. And so I'm going to go to history here and undo that. You can also Control Z. But that's the joy of it. And then that, of course, won't come up in effects. So that's a negative. You can't turn it on and off, but I think you can come back here and make the changes again. So now I have that effect.
Greetings, Earthling.
And I can check it out with these things and decide if I want to keep these.
Greetings, Earthling. We mean you no harm. We have come to explore life on this planet.
Okay. To cycle through, again, go to this tool, so I can just highlight this section and just keep playing.
Greetings, Earthling. We mean you no harm. We have come to explore life on this planet.
I think I like them all. One thing about some of these effects is sometimes they raise or lower your levels, so then you're going to have to look at the bottom. See, I'm getting too hot, so I'll just bring this down a bit. That's my volume change.
Greetings, Earthling.
Still needs to come down a bit.
We mean you no harm. We have come to explore life on this planet.
Okay, peaking at 3.
Okay.
I had to bring him up. I always have to bring my voices up once they get into a session. Some other things I'll show you, since I already have you engaged, is these buttons right here. You can mute a track, and so I was muting the music because that wasn't the main point of this. I was muting my sound effect. So I can turn that off, and now you can hear the sound effect. Ooh, the alien flew in. Okay, and then the other thing is you could hit S, which is solo, and it will only play that one track. So that's just some information I thought I might like to add for you. And then here's my final effect.
Greetings, Earthling. We mean you no harm. We have come to explore life on this planet.
Okay. Well, you might need to get a passport in.
So I'm not unbiased, but I think that sounds different enough that people aren't like, this guy's acting like an alien and then he's himself. So I enjoyed making this, and I hope this session was helpful for you.